Hi everyone and welcome to this tutorial that will show you how to start the drawing for your fire pit for your Year 12 engineering project. Before we start the drawing, can you please ensure that you've downloaded the file that's attached on Sector, and you'll have these three pages here that we're going to complete. If we've all got the same version, we should be on 2019 and we should have the same setup here on the left hand side. If you have got a different one, these may be in a different location, but it's not the end of the world. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to look to zoom in. To do so, we can use the arrows up here, or you can actually just pull fingers apart on your keypad, and that will bring us in. And we're going to start with this top one here. Move that a bit closer. Now to start, we're going to just start with some of the basics. I'm just going to press escape to take that command away. Before we get started, down here, object snap, that will come in helpful. We'll make sure that's on. And then beside it, where we've got object snap tracking, I'm going to press two fingers on the keypad. And can you please make sure that midpoint is selected there, as this will also be helpful as we go on. Alright then, to start, we're going to look at some of the basic functions here. I'm going to go with the straight line tool up on the top left hand corner. And somewhere across the bottom, I'm going to look to draw a line. Now all I'm going to do at the moment is bring it across. Now if you have got this selected, your line will snap to either horizontal or vertical. So I want to take that off just now as it's just getting in the way. So what we're after there is the first size is going to be 200. And the angle I want is 0. And when I'm happy with those two sizes, I can press enter, and that will give me my line. Now to break the second part of the line, we just press escape, and again we go back and select that line tool. When we hover across the middle, we're after the midpoint, and you'll get this green triangle here. We'll highlight midpoint. I'm going to select that, and I'm going to go up the way, and the distance we want to go is 300, and again we want the angle to be 90, which we've got there, which is perfect. And we're just going to press enter there. Now at the moment I don't want to cancel the line, so I can carry on, and I'm going to go 200. Again, that is going to be 0, and then I'm going to finish it off by bringing it back down here. And when it snaps to the end point, we'll have that green square, and we can select that and have it like that there. We are then going to repeat that for the second side. Again, that with 200, and this time because we're going the opposite way, it'll be 180 instead of 0. We'll have that there like so, and then we're going to close it down again like that. Just press enter there. I'll let that delete. I'll just snap that back into place. We'll have that there. Now I don't need this centerpiece, I can take that away. Just click on it and then just press delete like so. So now we should have this outside shape, which will represent the side profile of the four sides of our baskets. Now the next tool we're going to use is this one here, which is the blue, and we'll call it grey U on its side. That is an offset tool. So to use that, we're going to select it, come on to the page here, and I'm going to type in a distance of 20 millimeters and press enter. And again, it'll change to this little little white square. I'm going to select the line and move on inside and select it. We're going to do the same on this side and bring it in like so. When we've done that, I'm going to press escape to cancel that command. I don't want to do that anymore. And what we're going to do is look to make these lines longer. Now, depending on what you've got here, you may have the trim tool. At the bottom of that square, there's a little arrow. If you hold and press it down, it will give you two options. We want to go extend. Now, automatically, when we do this, you would have to do a few different things, but just as a shortcut, when you've got the cursor on the main screen, just press return, and we can just trim the line, or extend the line, sorry, down like so. And again, when I've done those two, I'm just going to press escape. Don't worry about these lines up here. I'll show you how to get rid of them in a second. So again, we're going to go through the offset tool. And first size I'm going to go for is 30. And I'm off the bottom here. We're going to bring it up the way. Then I'm going to escape out. And again, I'm going to reset offset because this time I want the next line to be offset at 15 millimeters. like so, that we've got here. Don't press escape too early or it won't save. So 15, just like that. And remember what those two we can escape. Now we could do offset all the way up, but just to speed up the process, we're going to use the copy tool. Now to do this, first of all, I'm going to select the two lines that I've just offset, and up here to where the copy tool is. And when we go to this page, we don't want to select anywhere. I want to select the midpoint at the bottom, and I'll show you why in a second. By doing this, if I select here, this will now give me a point, and all I'm going to do is move up to the second line, select it, up again, select it, and what I'm actually getting is I'm getting all my pieces precisely spaced out, like so, and then that last one there, so we don't need to go up any higher. So when we've got them, that is what we're after. Now we're going to use the extend tool that we use down the bottom here. Again, it should be this arrow. If not, remember, select here, onto the page, press enter. I'm going to just click and I'm going to go up the page on the inside here and select all of these to extend, like so, and do the same again here, like so. Once we've done that, we can escape, and then what we want to do is take the trim tool this time, so the scissors. When we're on, again, press enter when it's on the screen, and this will let us do unlimited trims without selecting certain parts. And again, I just want to trim everything like that. Now once we've got here, that is the first part of the drawing finished. We will come back to this later on to dimension it, but that there should be your first part. So if you've got to that stage, just make sure you save it. Now what we're going to do now is we're actually going to use this part here as to help us complete the drawings below. And I'm just going to zoom out just to show you where they are there. Now if I want to just move the page around, just use the hand, I can just click and drag, like so. And again, I'm just going to come out a little bit more, escape that when I'm done. One thing, if you have got this side view open here, just feel free to close that by just touching these arrows. We won't actually need that for now. So before we get started on these parts of the drawings here, what we're looking to do is the following. We are going to take up to the draw section, and we're going to select the boundary. And we're looking for it to say region, island detection, and current viewport. Then we're going to select OK. And carefully, I'm going to click inside the bigger sections. When they're done, they'll go blue like so. So that this here is what we're after. And then I'm going to do the one on the outside. I won't need to do the one on the left, I'm going to do the one on the right. And I'm just going to press enter. And at first views, it looks like nothing's changed. But we'll see in a second that it has. And that will be done by taking the copy tool, and I'm going to select the top one. And when I've selected it, I'm going to press enter and just take one of the points on it, and I'm going to bring it down. So starting from the top, so the top one is part A. I'm just going to place that just above the text box, escape through there, and again, just one at a time, I'm going to go through and select each part and bring it down to the view before. Now we could draw all these again, but again this process here does speed it up quite a bit. I'll apologise for the lag, as my computer does not like using this program and recording at the same time. So hopefully yours are a little bit smoother. And again like so. And then we'll take the fourth piece. Now don't worry about this here, as we see this is going a little bit close, we can fix that as we go. And just so I can see the other page a little bit better, I'm just going to zoom out a bit and come up like so. Now make sure you're copying the right pieces over as you go. So I'm on this piece now. And again, select my midpoint and bring it down. Just like that. Take that copy tool. Down like so. This piece here. Place that there. And the last part that we need to bring down is the side here. Now before I put that in the page, I'm actually just going to copy it and I'm going to bring it down to the side here because I want to rotate it so that it's horizontal before I put it onto the page. Now to do that, this time I'm going to select the whole thing. I'm going to take the rotate tool and I'm just going to select the bottom down here at the midpoint, and the angle we're after is 71.5, and it will rotate like so. And that, if you've done it right, should be sitting completely square. And then instead of doing the copy tool, we're going to use the move tool, and I'm going to look to bring that over where part H is, like so. And once you've done this, what I'd like you to do is save your work and go on to watch the next video where I was showing you what to dimension on each drawing. Thanks.